pull up my notes. Alright, so, hello everyone, I'm Translates Mariner, and today we're going to be doing things a little different because I know it's been a hot minute since, sorry, I've ran a game. I figured I would kind of just give like the briefest of spark notes of what the fuck is going on at this point, because I'm pretty sure it's kind of been forgotten a little bit here and there. So I kind of just go back through the beginning of this arc and I realized when writing it, I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot that I'm just gonna like briefly summarize a lot of it. So, starting out firstly, the party came to Avu on a tip from Snowy that of the Eclipse Vault and the Styx Chalice, which is one of the objects that they had to hunt down and locate in order to take care of one of the anchors. After talking to Warren and Mal leaving the group, the party spent some time relaxing on the beach, just enjoying vacation on the in-between, talking with Kyle about a ship, made friends with a few people, including a bard named Squall, a store owner / shopkeeper named Brody, and Dorsey was just there because Dorsey. I apologize. I'm coughing in between. While visiting Kyle, the party was attacked by the Court of the Night, inciting a major incident, but most of it was kind of hand-waved as jurisdiction, and they were told that for the most part they would be left alone. After that, they were attacked again on the beach, and just to kind of test their merit during the middle of the night, with Rathel almost getting killed, and Diana and brainstorming on the name. Alicia almost getting taken away. After some dealings with brain. After dealing with Melson and all her bullshit, the party was reunited, and they spent time at a festival, had some time to relax, enjoy it, until the gardener attacked and took everyone, which the party then promptly defeated. Perhaps an aspect, a clone of her, but Squall ended up dying. More on that later. After dealing with the festival, the party then began to investigate Schwartz and all her wrongdoings, including werewolf experimentations, in order to get the backing of some of the higher-ups in there. And after taking out Squall and dealing with all that, everything was pretty much set in stone. They had saved the heads of the family, as well as forming a pact with the Goldfang family. I apologize. Again, sorry. And then finally, after getting visited by Siren, the party decided it was finally time to make a move towards the Eclipse Vault, where Hermes and Rathel, with the help of Dorsey, had discovered that it was the vault they needed to was behind a catacomb system watched by the Keystone. The party then got her approval and then headed into a small catacomb that went into the Eclipse Vault, and that's where they are currently at now, where they have learned that are essentially souls from all the workers that got corruption intertwined with their souls, as well as Alicia's backstory of what exactly she is. And to kind of top everything all off, now the party are currently looking down a gaggle of Formien that formed a giant blob, and with the Styx Chalice coming from behind the containment. And that's where we last left off. I do apologize again. There's a lot of shit, and it's kind of coughing in between, so yeah. Hopefully it fills everyone in, and we are good to go.
Let's rock and roll.
Wait a minute. I'll do this. Alright. Diana, are you still in Fangs' bag?
Probably.
Very
Okay.
likely.
Fair enough. Okay. Now, yeah, ignore that. I don't know why that's there. Who wants to roll initiative?
Me.
Don't sound so excited.
Sure.
Ow. Ugh. I need a lot of water. Goddamn. Alright. So, standing. Should say plop, but I guess I didn't have the extra word on it. Anyway, so standing before you is this Formien blob, a amalgamation of all the beings that poured out of the bolt. But behind it, you can see what looks like a glass chalice, and I'll put the image again because it's been a minute. Just sitting in the containment cell. You do notice the runes from before that would working out containment have all at least turned off around the small containment cell as well. All right, where is? This is what you see, just kind of just chilling in there. And yeah. Let me change the music. God. All right. Snowy, you're up first. What are you doing?
Well, being that this thing is congealing, maybe we can sink something into its chest.
Okay.
Nope, just a roll. So I'm going to throw a pipe bomb at it.
Okay.
No, that's
So you,
another fire bullet.
yeah, no worries. So you throw a pipe bomb at it, and it kind of just implodes in its chest. And you watch, like, imagine like, how do I describe this? When you throw something in the cartoon where you watch it like puff out and then puff back in, kind of like that.
Boom.
Oh dear. That's going to suck.
Oh God. Okay.
Fangs, I hope you have a better idea. What die?
I think I might have one.
That's my
You do notice too as it explodes, it feels like it would like, especially because of its mass, you feel like the explosion would be a lot more external, but it doesn't seem like it was doing as much as it would normally, especially in the explosion. Kind of like it contained it more. Actually, yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else, Bowie?
No, that's it.
Okay. Fangs.
Okay, before I do any crazy stuff I'm gonna about to probably do, uh, I got three questions. First and foremost, this creature, it has legs, right? Or is it just a big giant blob without the legs?
It does have lit. So imagine this token is pretty much damning of what it is. It's essentially like a lot of ghosts amassing, but like where the fingertips are, it's not bone. It's more like forming, essentially forming like the finger and kind of spindly parts of it.
Okay. Second question, the chalice that's behind it, does it look like it's emitting the energy or bringing out the ghost creatures?
You can't tell. Just be actually roll me a perception or yeah, perception.
All right, I'll do the perception.
From what you can tell, at the very least, it doesn't seem to be emitting them, but it does seem to give off a pulse every so often. You don't know exactly what, 'cause you know a lot of how the gifts work. They're very specific to the corruption they work against. So you don't
Okay.
know exactly what the pulse could be.
So running with
Just because,
that.
again, how... Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. No, finish what you were saying first, and I'll add my final question.
You do, like I said, you do remember each, because of the two corruption gifts work differently. Like the one Deli has with the bell made a sound for that specific corruption, or the ring made a, or not a ring, sorry. Oh wait, yeah, no, it wasn't a ring. The ring made a protective barrier that protects you from the other advantages of corruption. So they are kind of vague in application, so you wouldn't really know until you messed with it.
Alright, so the final question. Does it, with that, running with that perception, does that chalice look like it's nailed or bolted into the altar?
So it looks like it's on like a plinth itself, but it doesn't look like it's like insanely secured is the best way to put it. Like, especially, I'll roll with your 20. It looks like it's sitting there. Like, imagine like a small glass case or kind of like a podium like that. But it's not like bolted down or protected by glass or anything.
Just a chalice on a stick.
I see. Alright. I suppose I do have one last question, but it's gonna probably be towards Diana. I know you're in the bag. Well, Fane's gonna look down and says, "Alright, I'm going to do something insanely crazy. Do you want to be here, or you're going to come along with?"
I'm gonna come along with.
Okay, bonus action, activate Boots of Speed.
Her hat that changes, we'll change it to like goggles, and she'll put them on for some reason.
Alright, where is it? I had them here. Hold on. Boots of... Here we go. No.
I don't know why. It made me think of like the Little Rascals thing. A fucking car.
Yeah.
Here we go. Boots of Speed as a bonus action, so that's activating first. And then, since I have not moved in a while, I'm gonna activate the feline agility, so my movement speed went from 90 to 180. Oh boy, here we go. Let's see. So I'm gonna make immediately a mad dash straight to the chalice, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to make one attack against the giant blob creature because I want to activate my mobile feat. So just to make sure I don't provoke any attack of opportunity while I'm running through this thing. Here'll be the first one with the black razor.
Okay.
Oh wait, let me make sure I ping these
So
off.
you're just slashing it and going, right?
Yes, I'm slashing at the leg as I'm running right by this thing.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Let me see. Alright, I'll make him into my favorite foe. Take that down to my second to last one. That's one attack. Let me see. I only use a first level Divine Smite. You know what? Just to start softening this thing up, I'll hit it with a third level Divine Smite.
Jesus.
And then that's just...
These things are undead.
I don't know that exactly, or at least Fang doesn't. But anyway,
I mean, you were told they were literally.
It's been a while then, but
I know.
as I make that attack running right by, I'm going to grab that chalice.
Okay, give me 1 second while I do some quick math. Decent amount of damage.
That
Okay.
is-
So you grab the chalice, right?
Yes, does anything
Just to make
happen?
sure?
Yes, I'm grabbing the
Well-
chalice with my free hand.
Please describe it real fast before something happens, because I want to know how you grab it.
You guys want to see how much movement I made? That's 40, so I still have 120 left. But okay. So after Fangs gets a confirmation from Diana that she's gonna stick with him, tucks the bag around the back, goes into a full-on power sprint position, and boom! As he's moving really fast, he immediately cuts at one of the legs of the creature as he runs right under that thing, and with his free hand makes a grab at the chalice with the
Okay,
intention
are you-
to
Okay. So are you trying to use that then? Because basically, to explain, it's at like the back of this big
ping where
storage unit. Are you
Wait.
trying to like bounce back immediately, or
yeah, actually ping me where it is located at. I don't,
here? I'll just drop it on the map because it'd be easier for the sake of
because I don't know exactly where this thing is at. It's unfortunately, so I don't.
I hope it lets me drop it. Oh, did it? Didn't like that. Oh, it's because it doesn't have a token. 'Cause
No.
It's an item.
Yeah, just mark it on marker thing. Cause I still have
You know what? The sand ape gets to be the chalice today. This is your chalice.
what the fuck is that? That's a monkey or
That's a
something.
sand ape.
Oh damn. Okay. Okay.
That's one of them.
Let me see. Can I still move my? No, I can't. Oh, there is my token. Okay, so that's 40. I had 180, so 40, 60 as Fang just immediately leaps after that chalice.
Okay.
I just put Fangs under that same token of the chalice.
Yeah,
Sure, in
fine.
the same
So you
space.
grab it. Here's what happens next. I need everyone to make a dex saving throw, except for Diana. I guess it's gonna be on Fangs since she's in the bag. Because as you remove it, I'll explain. Hold on.
Okay.
You realize. Sorry. Cough. You hear an alarm blaring the moment you remove it, and it basically says, "Power source decoupled. Stability of cubes beginning to fail," and the cube begins to free fall.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Belly, you hit the roof.
This is not.
Bags, Belly, you're fine. And I'll roll for the flop as well. So give me a second. I'll roll your damage in a second, Delly. That's not gonna be a lot. It's only like. Oh my god. Where's Dex? Holy shit! You watch this thing kind of like flats like a slime onto the wall and immediately reforms. That's kind of funny, actually. Alright, and where is the damage? It's not too much. Though you take 2 damage, because it's not too far of a fall. But you do now realize, as you can kind of see out the little door from like the roof you're now on, you guys are essentially free falling into a dark abyss. So I'll let you deal with that while also dealing with this.
Well.
Zach, you're also on the roof of the storage container, essentially, and it kind of just cut your movement, so...
So, let's see, I went down to 120, so I still got 60 feet of movement speed. So wait, we're on the ceiling right now, or?
So you're in the storage container, you're on the storage container ceiling. Everyone else is about 20 feet up on the top of the cube. or basically this room. So,
And question: is this creature still on the ground or?
no, it's also technically because it was outside. Yeah, I'll just mark it. Oh. So basically everything flipped now. Oh my god, can you not do it the way you used? There we go. And basically everyone's now on the roof, and you're on the roof of the storage unit, basically.
Okay, let me just check something.
Okay.
Okay, so since I still have roving, I have climbing speed. So, me and Diane are still on the ground level or of this facility. I'm just going to see if I can. Just let me know if I can make the 60 feet here. The remaining 60 of my movement was cut in half.
I would say it's probably cut in half because it's essentially like, imagine like you immediately put like hit the brakes because shifting in gravity.
Yeah, because I had 120 left after my 180 boost.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine. You're probably the moment you get out though, you're gonna fall towards the ceiling.
Even though I'm clawing onto the trying to.
you're okay. You're actually like using your claws. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. Diana might. You know what? Diana, make it dex. See if you hold on to the bag, or you're also going to the ceiling. You're fine.
Okay.
Diana, you're just hanging upside down outside of the bag. Fangs is clawing.
Fang just looks up and is like, huh. I did not expect that. Is everyone alright?
Speaking of alright, Dele.
No. Dele. Yes, on the ceiling, or is and the blob is like coming with me.
Yeah, basically everyone's up on the ceiling except for Fangs who's on the floor. That's why he has the 2 on him.
Alright, I'm gonna. What? Yeah.
Oh, I said.
Alright, should have been. I am going to move away from the jelly monster.
Okay.
If anything, just pass me a quick temporary control of that token and I can just move it along with me since I took that with me.
Okay.
And in a 60-foot line, I'm gonna cast a beam.
Alrighty. Con save. Give me a second. Oh god. Oh. Huh. Come on. Here we go. I'm assuming a 14 misses.
Yep.
Okay, good. They fixed
30
it now that
radiant, and it is able to be blinded. It is.
You know what's funny? That's the only non-conditional immunity I think it doesn't have. It's weird but funny. Alright, so now it took the power of the sun and is now blinded. Alright, also now, to kind of explain how this is going to work, every round, since you are essentially in free fall, basically when we reset then, or basically when it goes back to snowy, I am going to roll a d6. If it's odds, the cube will flip. If it's evens, it will stay the same. So this is going to be a rotating battlefield.
Oh!
So it's going to be fun.
Oh, crap.
Just a heads up. And the DC, and I'll just say it flat out. DC's be 15 for the deck save. Just so you guys know that I'm transparent about that. I apologize again. Holy fuck. This coffee. Don't drink out of things with mold on them, people. Part of the why. Right to the why. Anyways, the weird blob thing is up on the ceiling right now. It's about 20 feet up, and it looks very confused. Its eyes essentially got gouged out.
Wait, I thought we were on the ceiling.
No, Fang's on the. So. Actually, let me flip it this way. When you went outside, basically. Oh wait. Wait, I'm trying to think how the fuck that would work. Miser, were you trying to just stay on the? You were trying to go with the rest of the party. Were you just trying to stay on the ground, or am I misunderstanding that then?
No, I'm on the ground level, or the.
Okay, yeah.
I'm on the ground level, literally on all fours, claws onto the ground.
Yeah. So, for perspective, basically, Fangs is on the bottom level. Sorry. Fangs, you can move her now.
Oh, perfect. I'll move this. Oh, wait. It's not moving.
Oh, the Chalice. Oh, wrong person. I'm dumb. I'll just move it with you. Or just say you have it, rather than just moving that constantly.
Okay. That's fine.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to play this character.
That's all good.
Oh. My character sheet disappeared and started loading.
Oh. Good break.
I'm just gonna reopen it.
Oh, hold on. I did some accidental things. Hold on.
I don't have.
There you go. There you go. It should work now. I fucked something up on accident.
Okay, there it is.
I accidentally removed you from your own character sheet when I was trying to remove Miser.
Yay. I just have, from the looks of it, I just have one attack. Okay.
I have more. It's been a minute though. Oh, you mean range?
Oh my god, really? Okay.
I was gonna say you have a lot of shit.
Do I have anything that's...
I will point out you do have special armor that could help a lot with this situation.
I know, I just don't want to leave the bag. How far can I fly?
It should be just it's up to your movement speed, and you could also use your rogue abilities with it, like your bonus action dash with it as well.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. For 1 minute. Okay. And how far is the ceiling?
20 feet up.
Oh, well, how far is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's 20
I will bonus action activate my armor and fly up to him and give a little stab.
Damn. Okay. So, as you go to give him a little stab with the cold, you realize he kind of watches it like freezes over, and then it kind of like makes a little thing and doesn't seem to really do anything, and then it kind of looks down at you like, what the heck? Kind of like, imagine like a small fly swatting at him.
That, oh. Rude.
Fangs kind of shouts out, "That thing is made of those Formien people. I don't think Cole's going to work on it."
I think I only have one attack. Unless
You
I'm
don't.
missing something.
No,
Huh?
you do. You just a rogue. It only got the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's it then. I imagine I'm up closer. But...
Yeah. No worries. Well, since there's someone next to it.
Oh crap.
Oh wait, hold on. One of two things. I think one would be funnier. No, it's gonna just So Diana, as it's looking down on you, you're gonna get her smacked. Actually, how does that work? I need to look at this. Okay. This is what you're gonna get as it moves its disgusting kind of blobbish arm. It decides to roll. It's a 27 hit.
1 second. Oh, okay. Oh, I was confused, yeah.
No, you're fine. Alright, you take 16 cold, and I just need a con save. You're fine. Alright. La rotate time. Let me roll the d6. Alright, we're flipping again! Alright, I need some dex saves on everyone but Fangs, because Fangs is on the bottom.
What about Diana since she's flying?
Technically, she's immune to this because she's fucking flying in the air. It's essentially like watching a thing rotate and you're in the middle.
Okay, I guess Fangs too since he's clawed onto one spot, or...
Oh, no, you're on the bottom. Basically, it's flipping to where you are now.
Oh!
Yeah, it's, like I said, this is going to be a constant rotating thing. Depending on how the rolls go.
Okay, that makes sense now. Okay.
And it falls down and just fucking splats back onto the ground. Fucking hell. And as you guys are kind of free falling, you hear, God damn it, sorry. You hear, even though a little staticky on the loudspeaker basically coming through. Impact with ground imminent, T-minus 1 minute. Please find safety or evacuate immediately. And like I said, you only could kind of see out into the dark void of shit just falling. So I'll leave that up to you guys, how you want to handle with it. Essentially, I have a minute. All right, top of the round. Smelly, you're up.
We run.
I'm in full agreement of that.
Where's the door?
That's still blind. Door would be out here, but you do remember you are falling as well. So you just want to jump out into something you can't see. But up to you guys.
Does anyone have any thoughts on this then? As Fangs holds up the chalice in one hand while the black razor's in the other one.
Yeah, fuck if I know. Bonus action. New weapon.
Oh, both of those hit. Alright.
I'm gonna back towards the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could,
I'm gonna get into like a door jam to where I'm not rotating as much.
okay. As you get closer, you can feel definitely like the wind rushing out of it kind of thing as it's rotating. Definitely not comfortable.
And we do some tabaxi claw thing where I'm like wedged
Fucking
in this door frame.
My years in the circus have finally come into use, just fucking like posing in the fucking door frame.
Meanwhile, tumbling Deli. This is fucking horseshit.
That'll be my turn.
Alright, Fags, you're up.
Alright, so the chalice is in my free hand. I'm gonna take a look at it. Is there anything coming out of it?
You do notice, so originally when it was on the stand, you realized it was empty. I'll kind of roll off your net 20 from that. But now, just your passive, you notice there's some water in it now.
Alright.
Oh god, he drinks the stinky water.
Fangs looks over to Deli's direction and says, well, since I started this, I might as well see it through.
Gonna kill himself? Okay, go ahead.
Yep, I'm taking a sip out of it. See what happens. Is that going to cost my action as a
Oh my god.
or a bonus?
Okay. You know, I kind of did account for this, thankfully. Ah, god, give me a minute. I have to look through some things. So, Fangs, what's your opinion on mineral water, firstly?
Do you want Miser's actual opinion or Fang's
No,
opinion?
not yours. Fangs. Like, this is in character.
I don't think he would actually be able to discern the difference. It's sustenance.
Okay. So, it definitely has a weird taste to it, because it definitely, like, the best way to describe it is, like, if you ever had, like, a carbonated kind of fruity water, but not entirely. So it's got, like, just that tang of something, but not entirely. And then for a brief moment, you kind of, it seems like, how do I describe this? All noises around you kind of stop. Like, anything you hear, roars, the sirens and stuff going off, it's kind of like a small aura around you's kind of deafened any noise. And that's about it. So currently, at least right now, Fangs, you have a deafened condition.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm just gonna stow that chalice into the bag. And seeing that I don't think this big blob thing is going to let us go, I'm going in for the attack. I have no other choice at this point. Did that drink cost me an action or a bonus action? I leave it up to you.
I'll say bonus action, because I'll consider it like a potion.
Alright, so, favorite enemy. I still have my 90 feet of movement, so that's 30. I still have 60 afterwards. So 1, 2. And for that 20 that hits, I hope, will be a... Wait. That's the wrong one.
14 doesn't hit, by the way, but the 20 does.
Okay. So for the 20 that hits, there's a 3rd level Divine Smite.
Jesus.
Well, as much as I want to say it, I'm running out. So, and with my remaining movement speed, because I'm mobile, I'm going to move over here. Hopefully assist Deli if I need to, and very quickly to ready myself, I'm just going to immediately crouch down and put my claws onto the floor.
I love how you said feeling like it's gonna flip again. Where down is up and up is down. No one knows what's going on.
And if anything's going to add, his last thing he's going to add is, Deli, I drank the chalice.
Fucking what?
You didn't hear that, Fang?
Huh. I expected something from Deli to say.
Like, you watch his mouth move, but you don't hear anything come out.
So can I use Deli's big brain to figure out, like, if I can steer this, or, like, what might I need to do
Roll me.
to, you know, get us connected to the path again?
You know what? Let me ask you this from your perspective. Would Deli be, like, coming at it from, like, an idea of gravity since it's falling, or...
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, then you can roll me an Arcana, then. See if you can go for that.
16?
I'll give you this. So you do know that general gravity, you could probably steer it to prevent it from constantly flipping if you could, like, provide, like, a tether or an anchor or essentially, like, a counterbalance to this. And it should just prevent it from... But you're probably not going to stop it from falling unless you can, like, stop its weight fully.
Alright, well, he's just then going to use another blast. Is the monkey... Is Sand-Ape a good thing or a bad thing?
Sorry, that is... Band-Aid was just a chalice because I was using a placeholder because I couldn't put the top.
Gotcha. Alright,
Yeah.
I'm going to sneak around Fangs because I don't want to blast him and Diana. And then just another line.
Kerbling. Alright, and another con save. Keep thinking it's 19, but then I remember that's for your gravity element.
Yeah.
Alright, he blind again.
So,
Yay!
thankfully, his attack should be a disadvantage when it swings.
Yeah. Nah, kind of flying, and watches the room rotated. Did the funny circle. Or square, I guess.
It's your turn.
Use words. This time I'm gonna use I'm just use my rapier.
God damn it. Holy shit. Yeah. It do hit. Alright.
I had something super cool.
You have the sun point, which is the needle.
No, I'm not talking about weapons. Oh, never mind. It requires an action. Just kidding. I'm probably just gonna stay there.
Alright. This thing, kind of getting annoyed at this point, but being is going to make one more. Actually, yep. Alright. So, all of you watch as this thing starts to kind of like vibrate a little bit, And as you're all free falling, you watch it technically cast this, and it just disappears. Fangs, you know this trick very well as you see it, but you watch as this thing just disappears.
Fang's only reaction is, wait, that's my ability.
I'm not going to delete it from turn order, but let me put the ninja thing on it.
You could just switch it to the DM layer.
True. Well, that would take it off of turn order, and I think
Oh.
it's just easier to put the ninja on it.
Okay.
It'll make sense why in a second. Alright, Cuba Rotate. It doesn't, thankfully. Well, you're good. Alright, Snowy. The ghost man seems to have left, but you're also kind of dealing with the issue of Cube gonna fall. So, I'll leave it up to you what you want to do. See, I enjoy these fights more, where it's less fighting and more mentally draining.
I'm gonna brace myself and hold my action until I see it again.
Alright. Alrighty. Thanks.
Alright, I trust Deli enough, or rather, he's probably the only one I really will trust with this. I'm going to give him the Chalice while... I think I'm going to chase this thing into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
So it's only...
Hold on, let me read how this works. Okay. Go ahead. Casting Etherealist, right?
Where is it? Hold on. I just had it here somewhere. That's mobile. Yeah, the ethereal step. But before I do that, I want to give Deli the Chalice.
Fair enough. Alright, so.
And
Let me change the music.
yeah, I'm just gonna add with the free hand because Fang still has it in his free hand. Immediately passes it to Deli, or rather, kind of shoves it to him. It's like, okay, I'm going to chase this thing. I don't think it's gonna let us go.
Let's kind of do this because this is gonna be really fun now.
Oh no.
So now I think I want this one more. So let's just go with this. So, Fangs, you cast Ethereal Step, right?
Yes, to chase
I'll
after
kind of
this
describe
thing.
this as you see the cube kind of still falling, but it kind of shaves away the layers of everything. And as you look around, you notice there's a whole fuck ton of other cubes dropping. It's not just yours. It seems like you've literally and metaphorically pulled a plug on this place, and it's starting to fall. Pretty much every block is basically kind of losing its rigidity and falling apart. On top of that, you see your blob friend kind of floating away and hovering out. But as you kind of look, you notice as well, it's not just this blob. There's almost like hundreds, almost thousands of foremen kind of migrating roughly about the same way back towards the entrance of the vault. And one thing you do notice as well, you roll me a perception or arcana.
Fuck. I screwed this up, didn't I? Alright, here we go.
You do notice like a lot of, because of, you've seen the runes before, it seems all of the glowing runes that were like around different areas have all kind of just shorted out or had their power cut out. Don't know why. Yeah, that's kind of what you see. that to you if you still want to chase it or not. But just know, you look up, there's a whole waft and sea of these things. So you go after one, you might not make it back down. Like, even in your, like, warrior-esque mind, kind of looking like you chase after that, your friends might just get, like, Fang's fur back from the ethereal. Or a fangsicle.
Crap, how do I, alright. Well, now that I know that. Great. I'm gonna have to cancel that ethereal step. There goes that.
Okay.
So, DM, I still have 90 feet of movement.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the same breath span as Fangs was shoving that chalice to Deli, Fangs immediately pops out, grabs that chalice. Oh man, thank you for the 90 feet of movement speed of the boots of haste. I mean, the boots of speed. Hold on, that's 60.
Oh wait, I forgot I could just do that now and still keep it in turn order.
60. Alright. That 5 feet of movement left. I'm gonna just run and slam that chalice back into where I took it off.
So you do that. Doesn't seem to do anything. From what you could tell, whatever was happening before, it's not just as simple as a plug and play kind of situation.
Oh crap. Fangs shouts to the others, "We need to go! They're escaping!"
Go where? Kind of falling through a void right now.
I miss this.
Oh crap. Well, this is gonna be a good one. Yeesh. Alright, I guess the last thing before anything else, I know that was my bonus action movement, and I suppose I use my action to come back. Can I look at any way... I have absolutely no sense of arcana with this. I'm going to take a wild gambit. I don't know if this is even going to work. But,
Hey, it doesn't hurt to try.
yeah, I'm going to use Black Razor to cut my hand and drop some blood onto the child, see if that put any sort of oomph power back into it. Since I can't hear anybody saying anything.
Correct. And as you do that, it doesn't seem to work like that either.
I guess I'll take some damage from,
Actually, hold on, I have to look at... You said you're cutting with the Black Razor. I need to look
Yes.
at the specific rulings I had with this. Is there a way... I'm gonna DM you a question and just yes or no, because I don't want to, like, reveal to everyone.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It'll be on Discord, so... You can just say yes or no in the chat. Who has to DM it to be back?
I send the answer back.
Okay. Okay. So, thanks. You watch as the chalice that was empty with water from when you drank it filled up with water again. And that's all you get.
And everyone else just sees Fangs after he cuts himself with black razor. Just tell me how much damage I take for doing that, though. Or I'll just roll the attack damage.
Yeah, just roll your attack on it.
Alright, that's gonna be a lot of pain, but...
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense that you not won on that. That's funny. I'm not gonna make you anti-crit against yourself, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, but I'll take that 20, though.
Yeah. It's
Actually,
definitely gonna leave a
24.
nasty wound, though. I'll say that much, and I'll come to that back.
Yeah, ow. Okay.
Well,
Ow.
I will say we'll leave something that I'll come back to you on that later.
That's fine. But, yes, you do see Fangs, after cutting himself with the black razor, is trying very hard to place the chalice back in the place he stole it from.
Actually, because it isn't that one, and you did use the black razor, you watch as the water in there turns black for a minute.
Oh, crap.
I'll leave it at that. Anyway, anything else?
That's all I got. I don't know what else I can do.
Nelly. Quick thing, real quick. Roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
Oh my
100.
fucking god. Nelly, you hear a ringing in your pocket.
I dig in my pocket.
And you pulled out an amethyst that you got from before. And remember before. Do you remember? Or do you want a refresher real fast?
No, I don't. Yeah.
Okay. So you remember that you got this amethyst from the garden where the small robots said that they would obey your command, and it was almost like their command source. And you feel it vibrate. You pick up the call.
I do.
And kind of you hear it as it goes. Robots ready and optimized. How can we assist?
The cube we're in is falling. Can you stop it?
We may not be able to stop gravity, but we can assist you to get out if that is acceptable.
That's perfect.
Okay. So,
Banks, get your cup. We're gone.
let me roll this. And it should technically be -1 because it's the D100. So in 2 rounds, Dele, your funny square people, your circle robots are coming to save your ass. If Fangs doesn't shoot them. Okay.
The robot's just coming. Just hold out for a couple of seconds. And I will hold my action ready to shoot Bobby McBobberson as they show up and not hurt any of my friends with the beam.
All right. Let me. I'll have to roll on that in a second then, because I'll have them go off that turn order. Dana, what would you like to do?
Should I come down now?
Just get ready to take off. Probably should move. Don't know where Goopy's coming back.
You know what's funny? You guys are having this
You
conversation.
could technically fly out of here.
For a minute.
I know.
I'll leave my friends to die! Also, Dana, because I think it's fun, and I have an idea in mind of how this might go, roll me a D100, please. Will make sense. Okay,
Then fine.
okay. You know, that makes sense.
Okay.
Definitely won't. DM plotting with this.
I'm still gonna be in the air. I'm just gonna move
Okay.
here and ready in action. I thought I had a ranged weapon. I have a short bow. I'll just ready my short bow if the blob appears again.
Alright. Let me roll. If any care to attack the cube or just leave now that they're free. It seems like after like a brief moment of silence, At least right now, it doesn't seem like the blob's coming back. Alrighty. Snowy. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, we're waiting on some robots.
Alright. Did I lose the token on? Actually, oh no, I didn't. Yes, the boy. Okay. Let me roll one more D100. But does anyone want to do anything else in the meantime as well? Actually, hold on. I gotta roll for the keep rotating 2 more times. That actually. Okay, you fucking just decided it's gonna do a fucking pirouette and spin in a circle rather than upside down. Between these 2 rounds, would anyone like to do anything else while we're in here outside of Fangs bleeding out in the fucking shipping container?
Fang's gonna take another look at the others. Looks at the Chalice, looks at the others.
You're no longer deafened, by the way, now though.
Oh, I'm not deaf anymore. I thought I was still.
No.
Alright, well. His last minute idea did not work out. Didn't pan out, so he's gonna just use that immense level amount of movement speed of 90 feet and get back to the group. Stick close to the entrance.
Yep.
But he will say,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
he will be a bit more apologetic of like, I thought that this was going to be an easy idea.
It was gonna happen eventually.
Also, the blob creature is escaping with the other 4 men.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's rotate through. Does anyone want to do anything else right now, or is it just kind of like, let's get the fuck out of Dodge kind of situation?
Just get the fuck out of Dodge, isn't it?
Yeah, GTFO.
Alright. So as you are all sitting there waiting for, you hear what sound like propeller blades as... God, I gotta find them again. I'll give you their sheet at some point then, Jeebus, but because it's essentially their command stone. But you see these things as their upper arms are essentially spinning like propeller blades. Like, hop on and we should at least be able to assist you get out of the current situation. So be advised.
My boys is here.
Guess we get on.
Alright, there's going to be multiple of them, I'm just not populating with them yet. So, as you're all leaving out, there's a few things you can you all just make me a perception check?
Two nat ones already. Damn.
Nice, Fangs. Fangs is too busy bleeding out right now from cutting himself. Excuse me.
Tomorrow's gonna be a rough day.
Not wrong. Snowy, Deli and Diane, I'll give you this one first. You see 2 very, or at least Snowy and Deli would remember them, security robots standing on the top of the cube, kind of just waiting for the end, and like basically cheering, kind of going out with a bang kind of thing.
The
So
fuck?
if you remember from way back when the 2 security robots that didn't do jack shit and helped you guys are now falling basically in their minds, but accepting it. But past that, you do see a swath of foremen just essentially going towards the exit, back out towards the vault exit. Like a huge sea, like it's almost like arrows will blot out the sun kind of amount.
God damn.
This is not a good thing.
Well, I'll let you guys handle that however you want. But they are going the same way. You guys need to get out before you get closed in.
How long has it been?
Let me think.
Longer than a minute since I cast the spell.
Yeah, definitely. Because
Okay,
I'll
then
have
yeah.
yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna blast a hole through him.
Okay. Give me a minute. I need to move to like an actual map so I can give a visualization. So let me find a good one for this. Part of me just wants to do the blank map and then just populate it with all these things for a better visualization, but I could probably find a decent one. Hold on. Where? Can I find a good map? I can just right click on things now and just move party there instead of having to drag and drop. What the hell? You know what? For shits and giggles, and this would make the most sense for a visualization. Just clear everything out of here real quick before I move everyone. And find that along with there you go. Did it make two? Fuck. It's doing this stupid token thing again. Hold on. Loud. Okay. So for visualization's sake, this will be the whole mass. Don't really take the map, but it'll just kind of give you a visualization of how much of that shit there is. Basically, leaving be about that whole mass.
Damn.
Also, did it move the map?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You are all right there in the corner with your robots. You can just put yourselves down. I'm not gonna have you put down the robots as well. So, Dale, if you wish to blast into them, go ahead.
That's a lot more than I thought.
Did say it was like an arrow to block out the sun kind of thing.
I mean, you're still gonna put a dent in them.
I mean, I can put a dent in them, but it ain't gonna do much.
Question.
But at this point, fuck it.
I do have one last question, DM, but how far are we to the exit or the entrance?
They're basically heading the same way. You fell. And, God, me actually having to do
Math, yeah, I know.
terminal velocity. Give me a minute to think. I only would have been falling that far.
So, here will be my question now. How far are we right now to the entrance?
To the entrance to the platform before the cubes, I would say. Oh God, relative is probably about like 200, 300 feet. You definitely fell down. Like it's not a short ways away. The only reason I'm giving daily leeway with like range and stuff is because it's just the whole fucking mass, so it's a lot easier to just hit.
No worries. What I'm going to ask next is because I have one third level spell left,
Okay.
and as a Horizon Walker, I do get access to haste.
Okay.
And I still have my Boots of Speed active, hopefully. It's still been
What
a
do you want
minute.
to do? Well, all right. What do you want to do, Miser?
So, yeah, no, that's where I was leading up to. I have one last gambit idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but you said the water was refilled.
Correct.
I want to see if I can make a mad dash to the entrance and pour that water onto the runes to see if I can fill in that crack.
Okay. So tell me, because I like the idea. Are you casting haste on the robot? Because you have to go. You realize you are like flying, unless you're gonna start like riding on Formien and trying to use them.
That is a good question. Again, that's what I was asking. Are we on stable platform where fans can run, or?
I would say no, because you're essentially think of it like the fly spell is basically what you're being gifted, and these things are carrying you.
Okay. Let me just check something here. Yeah, no sorcerer, so I can't twin spell this crap. And I can only use it on one robot. And we don't have a stable platform where I can run on, or how close would be to a platform I can land on and just run to the entrance?
Unless you want to start hopping cubes that are falling, not really.
You know, you had me very tempted on that idea.
I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying the situation at hand right now.
Because I haven't moved technically, so I got my feline agility back too.
All right, it's up to you. I'm not stopping you. It was fun. Didn't we miss this? Does anyone want to do anything else right now, too, while we're waiting? Well, Miser's kind of thinking. Oh god. Discord fuck up.
No.
What's D&D without a little fun and risks?
Anyone got any bright ideas?
Yeah, I'm just going with the council for a second.
I can already imagine this fucking group DM chat of like, fuck that.
The only thing I can do is give him inspiration.
Alright, so this is what Fang's going to say, and hopefully get a little advice from the other three. I could technically make that distance, but I'm gonna have to use everything I can to run. And technically defy gravity. Looks over to Delhi. Since there's still strange water here, I don't know if it'll work, but I could possibly fill it with the crack.
I mean, I'd say go for it.
Looks over to Diane and
Alright.
Snowy for additional
Are
thoughts.
close to things?
I'd say you're like within 5 feet, if that, because you're all like floating together essentially.
I should get close to him. Her chest against his back. Put her tail go across his thigh, and you go for it, Fangs. That's this.
Okay. He's a freebie. Oh boy.
Out of curiosity, Jeebus, would you like to adjust the cat's density just in case?
I would. I just don't know which one's gonna help more. I can make him lighter or denser.
I think we're gonna need him to go lighter.
Post it again, because I'm trying to. One gives you advantage on strength, and one's what gives you like more movement speed and advantage on dex.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you. I'm not gonna say one thing or the other.
I'd say probably. I guess it's gonna be dex based. So I'll make him lighter and faster.
Oh man, okay, so that's gonna be 55. I gotta make my recalculations here.
They're recalcing.
Recalibrating.
Kinda have to.
Your Jaguar, please hold.
Okay, hold on. Let me just
Why do I just imagine every time fucking Miser like winds up like before he does like a mad dash or something? It's like the fucking that anime trope of like they stop moving and then just immediately a fucking dust cloud forms.
It's probably gonna be exactly that. Hold on, I just wanna make sure
He's a cat. He wiggles his butt. Let's be honest. He needs to recalibrate.
Alright, hold on. Let's see if let me
it's
see.
just like this. This is what I imagine.
Let me see. Let me see if I incorporated this code correctly. If I am gonna go with that, alright, let's see this. Holy shit, I'm moving fast. Okay.
That's a base, right? Or is that all with everything?
Yeah, so that's gonna be I'll click them in order, so it makes sense as to why he's getting so much speed versus Boots'
I can.
Boots' speed. Haste, there goes my last 3rd level spell. And where is it? Feline agility, where the fuck is it? I just saw it. Here we go.
Alright.
So, yeah, I currently right now have 440 fucking movement speed.
Does haste give you anything? It just gives you advantage. Okay. I'm trying to look if just density also adds anything to rolls. Nah, it just gives you jump twice as far. Oh yeah, that'll probably also help, considering you use the fucking jump.
Oh, you know what I could also add right now too before I cast haste?
You know what? Fuck it, go ahead. This is gonna be great.
Let's just get rid of that one level 1 spell, and just add Long Strider.
So,
Actually, wait.
here's
Yeah,
how
here we
it's
go.
gonna work.
So that gives me another 10. I need to recalculate this
It's gonna essentially
again.
it's gonna work by like death saving throw rules, where if you 3, you're fine and you'll get to your destination considering how many fucking buffs you have. But if you fail 3, you
I die. I get you.
you're gonna probably fucking die, considering how fast you're going, and you're just gonna smash into a cube and become a Fangs pancake. And for content, and also nat 20s will count as 2 successes, and 1s will count as 2 failures. So it's just gonna go with death saving rules, but you have your modifiers for it, as well as your advantage. So it's kind of tipped in your favor, but you still gotta do the shit. So.
Oh crap, this is gonna suck so bad.
So describe to me first what you do, and I'll describe the scene as you're kind of looking around. Fangs is essentially like a engine revving up on this robot, and everyone's giving him all the prep work, and you see a bunch of cubes that are kind of slowly descending downward into the abyss below you.
Okay, so abusing my mobile, let me see if I'm correct about mobile. Let's see. Okay, so it's only to one creature. Alright. And you said there's cubes, right?
Yeah, so imagine like these big, like, you know, like living storage cubes you always see in like commercials and stuff, like housing units. They're essentially like those.
Okay,
But,
well,
like they are massive.
Well, after getting all the prep work, Fangs goes again into the 100-meter dash position, and just using one of those poor robots as a springboard, just unleashes the full throttle of I'm going to run as fast as I fucking can onto the nearest
for shits
cube.
and giggles,
Hmm?
shits and giggles because of the blowback. I just want to see people roll like just a dex check.
Even Fangs?
It's not gonna do anything, but the rest of the party, not you.
Oh.
All of you are slightly pushed back from the air that Fangs just generates in like split 0.5 seconds. Not like enough to fall off, but like enough to be like just get pushed back. And Fangs, I need your first dex saving throw.
Alright, I got advantage on it. So.
Oh my god. Alright, so the first one you succeed, Fangs, as you're running, you dash up, you catch on one of the cube, and now you're basically running on all fours and kind of zipping in between a few cubes. You run past the two robots that now seem to be cheering you on in your weird mad dash to the top. As you're going, you see a horde of the Formien kind of all coming out from basically all the other cubes around you, and I need your next deck save, please.
Okay. $23.
Goddamn. As you are doing this, again, you're humping from cube to cube. You kind of skillfully dodge in between the small opening of the Formien as they're kind of rushing past you, not taking any notice to you. You jump up and skillfully are getting close. You can see the railing and the small towards the elevator that you had descended with the party to get into this area. I need your last dex saving throw, please.
Oh god, here we go. I got all my advantages used already, so here's my other advantage. See if I got anything that can give me another, Nope, okay.
Well, thank you. I saw the one and was like, it's gonna be the fail.
I was panicking a bit. 22.
Okay. So, what happens is, Fangs, as you finally ascend up the cubes, up the rail, and you start running through the corridor, and this time you see all the Formien as you're essentially going through the wave. But the weird thing is, with Chalice in hand, they seem to be like a parting of the sea kind of moment. As you're kind of sprinting through them, they aren't really going after you. And we'll leave it at that for the moment as you kind of make your way out of the vault. I have to use the restroom real quick, and then we'll get back to what's going to happen next, or what you're going to see at the entrance.
Oh shit. I may have just fucked up things even further. So, you guys want to make a betting pool of how much I fucked this up then?
I already put on
I
my
think
cards.
we're alright.
Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, I got a Bardic Inspiration. Yes, that's right. Is it a D8 or D10?
D10.
Oh, man.
Ooh. Thanks, by the way. Well, do you want 100 then? Call high or low?
Oh, great.
This won't be too bad, don't worry. This will just determine one thing that you see when you get out there.
You know what? At this kind of particular moment, always go low. Ooh.
Jesus. I didn't need the fucking fanfare. Damn.
The timing, as I said low, 21.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. It's all good. It's just funny. Shit, did I lose the map? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Ah, there it is. So, delete all that. Let me grab a shit ton of these because the action is back. Give me 1 minute. I'm just resetting up the map again.
Okay.
Can I on-X those? I think I can. I have to do it all in. Ugh. Gonna do that. All right. Just gonna move everyone to this map, but oh shit, I gotta do one more thing.
I was wondering if we should be getting any more dire music rather than this peaceful kind of music.
No, it's only gonna get worse. Trust me. I'll get it in 1 second. I'm just trying to grab some people. Where is? Oh, no. No. Okay. So, Fangs, as you walk out of the area towards the entrance, do you notice as well that hologram of that God, brain of the Warforged that you had seen isn't there anymore? Like the one that greeted you before just seemed to disappear. Not that you really would have mattered or minded all that much, but as you do, I need you have alert, right?
A what?
You have alert, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you're essentially coming at max speed, and she's technically
I'll even
prepped.
ping it. Hold on.
Yep. Okay. Let me roll this. Does a 16 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
So Fangs, maybe due to the nature of your fast speed or just not paying attention, as you're coming out of the vault, sorry I didn't move the map yet, you notice a rapier of ice go slightly past your ear from this individual. And you look behind her and see a bunch of other shit. Is there light on or no? I actually don't know. If there is, I can turn it off.
We can see where we've been. But
Dynamic lighting is on.
Okay, let me turn
Yeah,
it off then real
and I
quick.
don't see anyone else.
Dynamic lighting off. There you go.
Oh. Oh, the dog is dead too.
Don't tell Dorsey that one.
And
Anyway.
she's here. Oh boy.
Fangs, as you step, you can place yourself right there, Fangs, since you're coming out.
Yep.
Well then, I see you were successful.
Well, this is interesting.
Well, someone has to watch it now that the source of the barrier is broken to an extent.
Yes, I think we were not informed of how important the Chalice was as I believe Deli calls it battery.
I were to tell you what it were, would you have not removed it and just left it there? Even if it were to align with helping your goals further. Sometimes it's better to keep people in the dark in order to accomplish a goal. But now that you know, I'm not going to hide it. That Chalice tends to create barriers or help create different frequencies in order to counteract certain others. All you would need to do, at least for a temporary one, is drop the water somewhere and create a temporary barrier for these things to stop. Though it is only temporary, if one were to focus more magical power into it, it can create a longer lasting one, at the cost of it having to not be moved from that spot, otherwise it will break the barrier.
I see.
Makes sense.
As Fangs kind of shows his, well, the chalice is still in his freed hand, as well as the fact there's still the really nasty cut that he gave it. I don't suppose adding blood to it was a good idea then.
That I don't know, but it is if it's magical in nature, it should be fine, at least to set up a temporary barrier.
Fangs immediately pours the liquid onto the crack.
Alright. You pour it onto the crack and and it immediately starts sealing it up. But you do notice like the runes around like the smaller area you're in start to glow and hum. And you watch as Formien just start bashing their faces into it. Could hold for now, but keep in mind that is temporary. And the reason why I had to remove it is in order to defeat the anchor, you're going to need it, and once they're defeated, should be rid of most of these Formien.
Yes, I do feel bad that it points over to the dead giant dog there. Dorsey is not going to be happy with that.
For now, it's best not to tell them.
Alright. I suppose I should fulfill my other duty.
There are dangers in this world that they don't need to experience just quite yet. Will be as time goes on. Also, I do hope your friends are alright. The fucking rest of the party just going through the fucking storm with all the Formien.
She's saying that Fang's gonna walk over to the corpse of the dog, and using Black Razor is going to plunge the Black Razor through the whatever is remaining of a heart or the chest area of the dog.
You watch as it kind of dissipates into like a small smoldering flame of purple.
Yeah, Fangs will give it a quick, quiet prayer. Heads back. Right. I suppose, my friends, as much as I believe they can handle it themselves, I'm going to go back to help them then, now that this is dealt with, as he looks at the crack.
You mind if I at least hold on to the chalice? I'll give it back once you come back, but taking it back through there might pose risk. Especially if you were to fall with it being. It's up to you.
Fangs just places the chalice into the bag, and he pulls out the long bow. I still have plenty of ammunition.
Alright. So here's how we're gonna handle this, because I like stealing this thing from Jeebus and I think it'll be funny. You guys all have abilities and roles. Tell me how the fuck you're getting out of here, because I want you to use every role available to you to kind of navigate through this. Then I'll say yay or nay to it. So, how it's gonna work, kind of similar to how Jeebus does it. You have your whole skill set, tools, everything available to you. Just justify what you want to try to do to get through it. And 3 successes will get you out. Failures kinda can lead to some damage, and you don't want to get 3 failures. Just say that. So the floor is basically everyone's. You can decide amongst yourselves how you want to do this.
Either of you two real confident on getting out of here?
I mean, Fangs did it. I might be able to follow.
Nope.
Well, I have Dimension Door, and I can only take one person.
Dibs.
Diana.
What I will do is I will adjust her density, now seeing how much it helps Fangs.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna D-door my ass out of here with Diana.
Goodbye, Master. We'll see you on the other side. And the robot just watches.
Do your best. I'm gonna miss those guys.
Oh my god. I'll have you roll for those later. See just how many survive.
Alright.
Because there's at least, I'll have to look at the map. I think there was 6 or 7 of them. So maybe 1 or 2 will survive. If a robot summon as well. You just watch as Scruffy gives a small salute to the robot before you guys D-door out of there. Alright, Snowy, how the fuck are you getting out of there? As Deli, you teleport and end up like right towards the entrance basically. As you just kind of watch things are slamming their face into it with Diana. As Fags is essentially going in, you're basically coming out like that horror meme of you two passing and looking at each other.
Well, Fang is shooting inwards, so.
No. What I'm saying is because of the length of D-door, it's pretty much enough to get Deli towards the entrance. So I imagine it's like that car meme of Deli and Diana walking out as Fangs is walking in.
Okay.
Alright, Snowy, how are you getting your happy ass out of there?
Well, since my density is adjusted, it makes me lighter, right?
Correct. It basically gives you double jump speed, or double jump length, and advantage on dex? Yeah, advantage on dex.
Well, first of all, since I'm an acrobatic person because I dance, acrobatics first.
Okay, so what I imagine is, with your general talent of acrobatics as well, you notice a few like cords are basically hanging down from where the cube snapped off, and you kind of like shimmy up them and kind of use them almost like trapeze lines and kind of just swinging back and forth from one to the next. And it gets you pretty close to the entrance. Now here's the fun part. How are you getting past all the wave of foremen you kind of just watch going in and not paying you any mind right now?
Well, the other thing is I'm pretty stealthy.
Okay, roll me as down. I guess technically it'd be an advantage. Alright, let me roll the foreman's passive. Probably not that great. It's weird I don't have... I guess I didn't give these ones specifically life sense. This is how they worked. Where's the foreman? There we go. Perception of wisdom. So wise. I'll see you as you just slowly slink on past. And again, I just want to reiterate, I have the visualization of Fangs running in and both of you guys fucking walking out. Or all of you walking out.
Fang was about ready to run back in to help you guys.
You don't see Snowy though, because she's kind of like mixing in with the sea of foremen, and then just walks out.
Looks at Deli and Diana. Wait,
Alright.
what about Snowy though?
She's hopefully on her way.
Don't notice that Snowy's like leaning against the back of the vault. Like already out.
Right. Fangs passes the chalice to Deli.
Put yourself here.
I still have enough running speed. I should be able to run back in and get her out.
Hello?
Oh, wait.
She's right. Hey.
Leaning against the wall, just like pulling on Fags' tail before he comes back in. You all also see like the fucking corpses. Like this is just like a small sample size, but there's at least a fuck ton of like cold and like ice, basically kind of formulated in a small area. As you see, the anchor. Well, good to see you all made it out in one piece. I've explained to your friend how the Chalice works. I've taken care of most things. Sadly, the flaming dog had passed, as your friend had seen, and I have other things to attend to. So I do hope you all have a great night. As she slowly, she starts walking the other way. God.
Right.
She's out of earshot. So he's just like, if she wasn't a bloodsucker, she's got some serious boss dom shit going.
Yeah, she nearly decapitated my head with a rapier when I was running out. That also being said, I don't think Dorsey should know about the fate of his dog.
Oh, I ain't telling them.
Especially because since...
Sounds like suicide.
Yes, considering that it was his own mother that did that, I simply released its soul back into the Raven Queen's service. Right, she also mentioned this chalice apparently makes some sort of temporary barrier and uses magically potent blood to make stronger barriers.
Correction, she said that funneling it into magical energy creates stronger barriers, but at the cost of, once you make it, fill it up enough, it can't be moved from the spot or else it'll break the barrier.
Okay.
Sorry.
You know what?
Sorry if that wasn't clear. I'll write it later in the sheet, so it'll be
Yeah.
more...
No worries. You know what? We'll go with what Fangs understands.
Okay, cool. I'm glad there's already a misconception on this.
So you just put the right correct one, and Fangs will eventually remember, like, oh wait, I misunderstood.
You also figured out what drinking it does, which I was praying someone would be stupid enough to do it, but then it's like,
Hey, there
someone's
you
gonna
go.
do it.
I'm your guinea pig there.
Anyway,
Also, Fangs adds, right, drinking it, everything went quiet, so I don't know what happened.
Oh, that's how it works.
And I am a bit worried because a brief moment when I did put some of my blood into the chalice, it turned black. So I don't know if I am infected with the corruption.
Does it smell like chocolate chip cookies? Or taste like them?
Fangs just takes a sniff of the air.
no.
No, stale.
Again,
You're
the
fine.
equivalent is like, it was a very tangy, fruity taste, is the best way to describe it.
It tasted like orange juice.
Then you're fine.
And you actually see as he
Tropical
says,
punch.
as he says orange juice, Fang's tongue kind of just comes out with the.
You know, it would have been worse if it was cucumber juice.
Oh man, you're
Just fucking fags immediately jumps 20 feet.
You're fiendish on that one. So yeah, no, Fang still gives the chalice to Deli. I suspect you know how to use this, or since you mentioned your uncle knowing this.
I mean, we could look into it. I'm not sure exactly how to use it yet. Gotta kind of figure those things out as it go.
True, and considering the Queen's explanation I may have made, I believe the term is misconception of what she is explaining. I just understood that it makes temporary barriers and something makes powerful permanent barrier but does not move.
Actually, Fangs, do you stick your head in the barrier? Like when you were like going through before with the longbow that you made?
Oh no, he wasn't sticking in his head in. He was just shooting him right from where he was standing.
Okay. Actually, I will give this to the rest of the party since they actually walked through. As you passed by the makeshift barrier that Fangs made, it did seem like all sound just stopped as well inside that barrier. Oh.
Because that makes more sense about how to stop the siren.
I am most confused. Does that mean that we don't have to listen to her constant prattling and theatric talking?
Probably.
Snowy, roll me a history. At advantage, because you remember this. It wasn't too hard of a check, so I'm not gonna. You remember Squall and a lot of how she did things was through her voice and just subtle magical manipulation. So maybe perhaps why. And you remember it also sent you into an illusion that kind of made you see a bunch of shit, especially during when she was playing her music at the one show.
Yeah, it's said in Texas from how that bitch talks. Well, shall we go get a drink?
I'm in.
Holds up the chalice. There's still some water in here.
No. He just like lowers it in your hand. No.
Right. So, should we leave it to Deli since he has more affinity thing to these items?
Sure.
Alright.
Fangs hands the chalice over to Deli.
Nelly, you know how the sticks chalice. Congratulations.
Neat.
The Zelda music plays.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Like a Wind Waker one.
Okay.
And now you just, also, Deli, you do remember you now have an amethyst and can complete your ship in a or your home in a bottle as well. Because you have the mint grass, you have a bottle, and you got the living sand. One of those did cost you your sanity because Rathel thinks you're insane because you saw sand apes that weren't there.
Hell yeah.
But you could also make that as well, so that'll probably just require like some prep time because it's just like a recipe to make it. But and it'll be like one check, but you should be fine for that. I trust that you won't fuck it up. But
DMs are betting.
look, I don't know. I'm not gonna elaborate further on that. So, yeah, all of you come out. You do watch as you kind of leaving the Formien are essentially bashing their face off the temporary barrier. And Fangs, you also are aware that's not going to hold forever.
Right. That's temporary, so we're going to need to deal with Siren soon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What we were planning on anyway.
Alright, let me move you back to the world map.
I suppose the other question would be, do we just give the chalice to the vampire woman and let her put the damn thing back in there?
I don't think there's much there to put back into.
Alright, as you are all walking out from the courtroom, or from the back catacombs where you had all entered into, you watch as Dorsey kind of walks up to all of you. So how did your adventure go? Was it fun?
Skydiving.
So bad.
I felt like you were down there forever, like almost 2 months.
Looks over to the vampire queen. Was it 2 months?
No. Why would
Okay.
no? That's an in-meta joke, Miser, because it's been 2 months since the last game.
I know.
Like,
Dude.
look, sometimes I don't know. It's very hard to tell it. Because sometimes jokes go over your head.
Yes, you're not wrong on that. Fang just goes, yes, we were skydiving.
Oh, that sounds fun. Can I go down and skydive? And you take books with me.
I don't think Borgs would enjoy skydiving much. We didn't
But he
quite.
enjoys all kinds of things.
Oh, we didn't
Just
quite.
watches Brooke goes the other way, just heads to another offshoot room.
Yeah,
Going
no.
with this.
Fang just adds,
Oh,
we
God.
didn't quite
100%.
enjoy our skydiving experience either. There were many weird, unfriendly things.
Did you figure out where Brooks' food source is also coming from so that I can help feed them?
They're actually quite bad. It might make Borgs very sick.
Oh, that's okay. Maybe I'll see them later and try find them a different food source.
I think it'd be best to find a new food source as soon as possible.
Okay.
So I headed out for sandwiches and drinks. You want to come please, Chalice?
I can't really do drinks, but I would like a sandwich. Unless they have water, or tap water, or salt water, or mineral water, or flavored water, or water.
I'm sure they do.
I hate how in my mind I said water, and my brain just went to the fucking battle droids from the prequels.
Water.
Roger, roger.
God damn it. Oh my god. I apologize there for like the amount of coughing. I just have bad coughing today.
Alright.
Anyways. Alright, so you head out. It's about midday-ish. Do you guys wish to go to the sandwich shop where Dorsey exploded before, or a different one entirely?
I don't think they want us back at that one.
I'll just, okay, give me a minute. I'll just, put us on the Formien map. Or, actually, I'll just put us towards the beach area. And just say because there's enough of sandwich places out there. Look, oh, silly Rathel, you're not there anymore. Also, as you guys are walking out on the beach, Deli, you get a message in your head. Let's type it out. It's from Rathel, since it is sending, and you would at least know. So, you want to say?
Oh, heck.
Well, just made it back. Hopefully everything's going fine on your end. They are just
Yeah,
ignoring. So, I'm sorry.
yeah, we're able to get the Chalice, so now we got that. Now I gotta figure out how to use it and then kill the bitch.
Well, seems good at least. Everything seems to be going fine. At least for Plankton so far. There's still civil unrest. That's kind of happens when you kick a hornet nest, kill a judge, and then have a million fucking parties vying for power. At the very least, good to see everything's okay with you, and hopefully everything in Plankton will calm down in the next couple of months.
Yeah, let us know if you need anything.
No worries.
I'll keep
a
you
lot of,
posted.
a lot of stuff here is gonna be either people getting stabbed in the streets or just mincing words for the next couple months. So civil unrest and all that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't go talking to the weird sand ape things that you apparently see. Or if you do, at least do it when you're with Brody. You can
Alright,
hear
there we
a
go.
smirk. Ow, that one hurt. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. So all of you just go get some sandwiches. And where did I put Dorsey's token? I'll lose Dorsey. Oh no, I lost the child.
Still terrified the turn on.
Don't worry about that. I just didn't turn it off because I moved the word.
There we go.
Yeah, you're actually fighting the beach. Get ready.
Oh no, we were more worried about having to fight Dorsey once he learns the truth. But not from us.
How to not...
No.
How to not upset the child. Well, there was a big sandwich, a hero sandwich, an open face sandwich, all kinds of sandwich. Is there any
Right.
specifically we want? There's also a fruit sandwich.
What is this
Sandwich
open
sandwich?
face sandwich?
Oh, it's a sandwich where they open it for your face. Like this. And you watch as Dorsey just unhinges their mouth. Again?
I see. Food for those serpentine types.
So, to explain unhinged, it's the equivalent of like opening... You know when you open a trash can and one side opens but it's like still flat? It's like that. It's not like a snake. It's more like one half of Dorsey's whole head just essentially got open to one side.
Yeah, like Pennywise in it. Yes, when he opened that fucked up mouth of his. Yes.
Yep. I love how everyone's just accepted. Ah, yes. This is the child. This is what the child does.
This is why we were all worried about that turn order still being there, and Dorsey's right next to all of us. Right. Looks over to Deli and Diana. I don't suppose we just get a hero sandwich or something.
I think we can, yeah. Just ask for a normal fucking sandwich. I'm sure they'll give one to you.
I mean, it is a sandwich shop.
Right. I'm getting one with lots of meat on it. As Fang's looking at his nicely big cut on his hand.
It doesn't seem to be healing, which is actually worrisome, but it's not getting infected either. I'll say that and leave it at that.
So, do I lose maximum hit points for that, or is it just gonna stay there?
I have a few things in mind. I just gotta think about it, and then we'll go over it. You did essentially just stab your hand with the weapon of a god.
Are you
Yeah.
showing it off, or
That's up to Miser, so. Miser, are you? Is Fangs flexing this scar or no?
No, it's it's right there.
Okay, then yeah, like
it's
I
freaking visible.
imagine like he goes to go into like a coin purse or something for like money or something while he's sitting down, and you notice a pretty blatant scar where he stabbed his hand.
so it's a scar or is it a wound?
I keep saying scar.
It's a
Inflicting both
it's
wounds.
a
It's technically a wound that's not healing. It's a wound that's not healing, but it's not getting worse either.
Actually, yeah, hold on. I'm gonna do something because I still have some points left, and just to emphasize the point of it's not healing, Fangs will use his remaining 8 points of lay on hands.
You heal. Doesn't do shit to the wound.
Huh.
Snowy grabs your ball. Does it help then?
No.
Well, this is bad.
I suppose.
Thanks. It doesn't hurt, by the way, just so you know. I'm gonna DM you something wiser, though, as you put lay on hands to it.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Fangs just kind of shows it to both Deli and Diana as well. Snowy's pretty much attached to the arm at that same time. It's like, yeah, I had thought the idea of refilling the chalice with some of my blood or whatnot would have actually helped recharge it.
Can I poke you with my needle?
You know what? Fangs offers his paw. I was like, fine.
Here,
I'm
Miser, I send you the DM real quick.
Okay, Fangs just goes like, I might have been corrupted, so that might actually be helpful.
Yeah, and obviously, just the tiniest little prick. Do I just roll it as an attack, or just say it's...
No, there's a thing for this, but hold on. Miser,
Okay.
that's what you hear, by the way.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm just gonna add that to my thing. Do-do-do-do-do.
I need to look up. Your god is Lathander, and I need to actually look up something real quick.
Lathander.
Uh-oh.
Every time I think of that, I just think of fucking that thing. Alright, I need to check on a few things. You know? Okay, that kind of... So, Diana, you go to try to attempt to touch the mark. The fucking wound, I keep saying mark. The wound. And as you do, it's almost like a magnet pushing against it. Like you go to jam into it and it's like pushing it away, kind of repulsing it.
Oh, well, I tried.
You do know, I will say this much from all of you dealing with it, it's definitely not corruption, but definitely does not look of this plane either. I'll give you that much at least.
Oh, great. Divine bullshit.
It's up to you, Miser, if you want to share what you heard in your head or not.
I am typing this down first before I forget.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Fangs kind of looks over to
Yeah,
Diana and looks at his hand.
I'm also going to add something to your sheet as well, Miser, so...
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna touch it right now, so you can just do the editing. I'm just gonna do a quick
Okay.
commentary as Diana was trying to use the needle, and Fangs just hears that voice. Oh, so that's what it is. As Fangs kind of just says, first and foremost, thank you, Diana, for the attempt, but it's not a corruption. I think I just made the Raven Queen angry. I just heard Mark of Death.
You said that so casually.
Considering my track record of making gods angry, I don't think it's no longer a surprise.
Hell, this is bullshit.
Yes, made a weird message, said something about feed the soul to counterbalance the life. Wait, did I just make me into a vampire or something? Fangs immediately tries to go check for, but I'm in the sunlight, though.
I think you're fine, thanks.
Well, in that case, then we try soul food first. Then, go for that.
grits and collard greens.
What the heck is a grit? As you watch as the sandwich artist is just trying to make you something.
I don't know.
It's cold.
Also, that guy has a green collar. Do you want to eat him? All of them looking more and more confused.
I shall just take a looks at the menu options. Rare steak sandwich.
Yeah, I'll have to think about how I want this to work exactly later, but I have an idea. Just have to tweak some stuff. I do have a counter though there for you, Miser, that I added as well.
A counter. Oh,
Don't worry.
I see it now.
Yeah, I gotta think exactly how it works, and I'll kind of go over it with you
Yeah.
just to kind of like tweak it.
Sure.
But I have a semi idea of how it works. I just need to like word it correctly, and I'll talk to you later about it.
No worries, buddy. Oh wait, I should have no more ethereal stuff for the day. I already burnt it all.
Yep.
Yep, that's it for Fangs. He overdid his quota of stupid things he should not be doing for the day, this session.
If you didn't not won that, I would have like been fine with it, but that one kind of made me feel like let's just give it a little extra oof. Not enough to like hurt you, but definitely not enough to be good either.
That's fine.
Anyway, so all of you are having a great time for once. Enjoying your sandwiches, having, I don't know what else, drinks, and everyone's relaxed. It kind of slowly slips into night. Where are you guys heading for the night? You're just going back to Hermes' place, at least for the time being?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Rob, let me move. Okay. Are any of you staying up late or anything of the like or no?
Snowy might stay up a little bit.
Okay.
I'll probably have Fangs check on his wound a little bit more to make sure there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay. This will happen at night then. I just gotta find Hermes' map. Is it not? Oh, I might have not put it in this folder yet. No, I didn't. Up there. Alright, moving everyone there.
Whee!
And let me change the music. Okay. Oh wait. Did I move myself? No. Okay. So all of you get back a reasonable time and just relaxing. Dorsey parts ways with you. And you're all calling it night. So thanks, you're just checking out your hand, right?
Yeah, he'll probably be on the rooftop just to see if there's any reaction towards if there's enough moonlight out there.
No, not really, I would say. Okay, are you, Snowy, you said you're just, cleaning a few things and walking around.
Yeah.
Deli and Dan, are you doing anything?
No.
Didn't have any plans for it.
Alrighty. So, need to change the music real quick. As it slowly turns from midnight and the sun slowly starts to crack, at least the sky, you hear oh god, excuse me. Bit of an ominous tone. Let me see if I can find this. A violin being wafted on the wind. Let me find it.
Oh,
No, not that one. Oh, that's what it is. Ooh, you're gonna hate this. Oh shit, I can't find the one I want. Hold on. I apologize, but there are specifics on it. One second. There we go. And as you hear this slow violin, almost echoing through the entire town, you hear this woman saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is about time for the siren to take the stage and everyone to enjoy the show." And as all of you hear this from the room, you watch as the violin begins playing, a bubble slowly starting to form around Olabavu. And this black tar bubble seems to be slowly forming and then closes up at the top, trapping everyone inside. And as it's doing this, you watch as black tar is leaking from the roof of the bubble into the town of Awu. Thankfully for you right now, it doesn't seem to be getting near you, but it's leaking all through town. And you watch as all this thing seems to be happening in far off areas. Plant roots are starting to grow fierce and wildly as they're taking over. Sorry. You watch as these giant bubbles kind of keep coming up and popping with black tar of those plant creatures you saw at this festival from before. You watch as what was once the theater tends to rise up into the sky, almost like a grand amphitheater with siren kind of heating, or at the head of it all, sitting. And you watch as three kind of long, slender, oily black things link into the ground to hold up the amphitheater and kind of cover it in itself in a different bubble. And all of you watch and hear think, the final stage is set. Let the players and actors begin. That's where we're gonna end it for tonight. For the final excuse me. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to this session. It's been a fun time. I've enjoyed it. I know it's been a little bit, but thankfully we're like pretty much towards the end now. It's going to be how the party deals with a lot of this bullshit, and yeah. I'd like to thank all my players. You can find me as well at Transpace Mariner on Twitch, where I stream occasionally. I do apologize, and that's really all I got, so I'll throw it over to Moogle.
Hello, I'm Goth Moogle. I play Snowy. And tomorrow will be Hunter's game, as usual. And party is in Louvain, which is the major city of the world they're in. So what kind of shenanigans they can get up to, we'll see. And what kind of darkness could happen. So, good times. And I'll pass it over to Jeebus.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeebus Dingus on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. I do a lot of a new Skyrim playthrough as of late, and doing some D&D stuff here and there with some Monster Hunter sprinkled in. So quite a few kind of games that we are still playing, and I'm sure there will be more to come. So I will talk to you all tomorrow as we stream that D&D session. I will throw it over to my lovely wife, Miss Rowan.
Hello, I'm Rowan. I'm back. Yay.
Yay.
A little lost, but I'll get there. It'll be fine.
Just do dumb shit like everyone else does.
Yeah. I'll just keep doing the thing. A new stream schedule will be out probably later tonight for this week. And yeah. Who's next?
That's should be it,
That'll be
actually.
me, I guess.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oops, sorry, Miser.
Miser.
Already.
Yeah, no worries.
Go ahead, Miser.
Anyway, it seems like my party forgot about my existence for a brief moment, which is fine. I am Miser Mark. I play things on blades and lots of chaos that caused with some what I thought was clever plans, and nope. But anyway, I'm also the DM for Into the Wildlands, which the party is entering the final battle. Next session is going to be mostly a prep one, so everyone can be ready. And after that, it's going to be a intensive boss rush, so be ready for all that. And you can find my content on both YouTube and Twitch under the same name, Miser Mark. And I'll pass it over to Mariner to send us off.
Yeah, and that's really all I got. I don't have much else, and yeah, hopefully in 2 weeks the party can figure out what the fuck is going on. As usual,
Fuckery.
kind of MO in my game. But yeah, and that's all I got, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Adios.
Have a good one. Bye.